Good morning. It's now 5 a.m. I've been woke for a little while. I think I woke up maybe around 4:30 a.m. But I woke up with my heart being tight, something pounding my heart. Um, Whatever it is, it's up under this house. It's either no, it's not. It's up under the house. It's every night. But I could tell that I've been assaulted in my vagina and in my rectum. Something is assaulting me, sexually assaulting me in my vagina and in my rectum. Then something is attacking my heart. So I did pray, not a long prayer, but just a small prayer. When I woke up, and I just got up and started looking around, trying to see if I could see a blinking light. That's what it feel like. That this something, a light is blinking like that light I seen over there. They got it. With the white van, I seen him with a blinking light, but he didn't have. I didn't see one tonight. So I looked. I went in the laundry room and I looked out the window. And the house beside us is rather close to us, and I could see. I couldn't see through the blinds, but I could see there was a light right there by that window. But it looked like it was blinking. I'm looking for something that's boom, 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 hitting me in my chest like that. I see a lot of street lights. And the way they have the street lights is like it's a spotlight on this house at nighttime. Even though I know when I look at it in the daytime, it just look regular. But at nighttime, the lights look like they're set to shine over here. It's like we in a spotlight. But behind us, it's real dark. It's real dark back there. Across the street, they got those lights on their cars. The one light. They always have one light on at nighttime. Then they have the porch light on, not regular porch lights. But I still think there's something under this house that follows me. Just like the house we just left. When we first moved in that house, something was in the ceiling. I could hear something rolling and following me through the house, all the way down into the garage. But it followed me a good while. But nobody could hear it but me because it was following me. Like this, whatever this is up in this house, is following me. If I go in my bedroom and be in there for a while, especially if I fall asleep, I wake up with this attack on my heart, my body vibrating and being sexually assaulted with technology. This is not no demon. It's what they, preachers don't want to say. People that fight with demons and stuff like that. They don't want to say that. But This is technology because I can hear it when it hits, like when it cut on and cut off. Demons don't cut on and they don't cut off. I hear this cutting off and cutting on. And it hit the floor. Like it jerks. But I don't think it's just connected. Our unit, I think it's connected in different places. I just feel like that food truck has something to do with it. Because when that food truck had that motor running, my feet burn. I mean, I'm just getting well. The burning is spreading around on my neck and my arms and stuff. In that burnt house over there. Everybody keep saying, well, the house is burnt. Yeah. Don't mean that the utility, the air conditioning unit is air and heating unit is burnt or stopped working. So that guy was over there and he would be under that house. He would be up under that house. Anyway, when I woke up, but after I used the bathroom and everything, and I sat back down on the chair, and my mind just was on my nephew, this other young man that I know. My mind just got on them. My sister that I'm keeping, her son, who was 28 when he died. He was in the military, in the Air Force. Very smart, very, very, very smart. This boy accomplished so much in 28 years. While he was not just in 28 years, just while he was in the military, he was in the Air Force. And he had so many accomplishments that they read out. So much. But nothing about his death makes sense to me. And when things don't make sense to me, because what they say don't mean true. They saying he committed suicide. And I don't feel that. I just don't. I feel he was murdered. What they were saying is that, okay, he had two girlfriends. They said he had two girlfriends, but we only knew of one. So it's supposed to be another girl who contacted the other girlfriend, telling her some stuff. And he's supposed to got so angry that he went to shoot up the girl's house. I don't think they don't seem like him. I think he may have went to the girl's house and shot another man there. And there may have been some shooting. I don't know. They saying he shot up the girl's house, but it just don't sound like my nephew. I knew he did not act the same. He didn't act nothing like himself to me. Because, okay, he had to go overseas. I think he was gone but he was gone more than 6 months because my sister stayed with me for 6 months while he was gone. But before she stayed with me, she stayed with my aunt and uncle for some months. So I don't remember how long he was gone. But when he came back, he just, to me, just, he came to pick her up. I don't even know if he spoke. He kept his head down. He just didn't act. And there was something he had said on Facebook. And I responded to what he was saying. Because it was real sad what he said. I can't remember what it was. I just remember responding to what he said. And I know he done took his Facebook down. I had read before some years ago about men being raped in the military. And 144,000 men had committed suicide because they had been raped. And so this young lady that I know, me and her used to communicate a lot because she had a lot of problems in the church with church people. So she would talk to me. And her son went in the military. So they trying to say he committed suicide. But she said the way her son was found, she think he was raped. I think my nephew was raped too. And so I got up and I started looking for it. And there's some information on the internet about military men being raped. Because I was wondering, why would the military be involved in gang stalking and rape? Some of us we being raped with this technology. I'm being raped in both places, my vagina and my rectum. This stuff is going. There's some men they being raped, the men being raped, you know, and we don't even know who's doing this to us. But I feel like it's all connected. It's all connected because when you're in the military, you're supposed to help each other's back. But how can you help? You can help somebody back that you have to fear might rape you. These men, I'm not talking about the women. The women, there's more women being raped than men. But the fact that a man, you as a man, you heterosexual man being raped in the military. So what man could look at another man and want to rape him? Why would you want to have that type of control over another man? And I was just wondering about it. Why would another man want to rape another military man? But yet, if the man tell that he's being raped, they want to consider that treason. But you've been raped. You got a rapist in the military. But if if you tell it, it's considered some type of treason. So something ain't right with that bitch. This is what's on my mind. My heart under attack. I'm feeling something been bothering me in my rectum and in my vagina. Young man is on my mind. Because his mom, the girl that I'm talking about, they gave her a hassle. Now her son dead. She could tell they not telling her the truth. Just like I don't feel the truth about my nephew. They kept saying he committed suicide. He shot himself. I don't believe it. I just don't believe it. I believe he was shot. And if he shot up anything in that girl's house, there was a shootout. There was a shootout. And the guy followed him. Because they said they found my nephew up the road. Just don't, I don't know. I just don't know. Something bad happened to my nephew while he was in that military. Because he shot at himself in the mirror. But that's in the mirror. That's not shooting yourself. He shot at the mirror. What will make you do that? Something bad happened to that boy. He had just got work done on his eyes because he wanted to be a pilot. This boy, I'm telling you, this boy has so much awards, so much accomplishment at 28. And I know my son told me someone shot at his head while he was in the military. He got out of the military. Then they wouldn't have people go to the unemployment office trying to get a job. They wouldn't even have him. He was talking to some Spanish man at Lumberton unemployment. It seemed like that's who they would give him every time because that person was dealing with the military. But he won't help my son. My son wanted to work because he was a daddy. He was in school for air conditioned refrigeration. But then he wanted to go back to school because he wanted to design bridges. Piece of human, a demon, murdered my son. Then he's such a coward that he hide behind it. And then go out to the club while he high, bragging about how he got away with first-degree murder. And people coming back telling me this stuff. I'm asking them, why don't you record it? Get close enough while he's singing this stuff. You ain't got to let him know that you recording it. Just put your phone on record and get close enough to him where you can hear him saying it through the music. Because he ran like a rat. He ran. When he shot my son, he couldn't fight him. My son didn't have no weapon. But that's the lie that the chief of police tells. But I know my son didn't have no gun. This girl told me they was holding a conversation that my son didn't have a gun. And then they locked her up for 7 months because she gave me a statement. And I gave it to the DA, Johnson Britt. I gave it to the girl in his office. This is how crooked these cops are. And then I'm finding out the military is crooked too. That they got men being raped. Men being raped. That's fighting for this country. And then military is involved in this gang stalking. Where they're attacking men and women. And I don't think they really want to do it. Some of them do want to do it because I had these are black men. Black men. They knew I was going to get my hair cut when I first got my hair cut because someone was attacking my head. Feel like someone was stabbing me in my head that went down into my teeth. My teeth began to crack. I had to get my cracked all the way up in my gums. I had to get it cut out. But when I went to get my hair cut, the military men started coming in, dressed in military clothing, and they was videoing me. They had their phone out. 3 of them came in. Then there was a woman, I don't know who that woman, she came in and just sat there. You can feel these people. But there was a white guy that sat across the street from us. One night I just came outside. I think this was before I knew that they were shooting at me. When I came outside and I stood on the porch, and he was out in the yard. He was saying, I'll be glad when this is over. And I don't know what that person on the phone said, but he said, yeah, but I feel like a criminal. Because he knew that what he was doing was wrong. He felt like a criminal. Because they know we're not doing nothing. The dude that stayed beside us that was shooting me through the wall, he said he didn't want to destroy somebody's life for no reason. He said he asked his daughter, he said, you sure so and so? So I didn't get that part. I heard her say, yeah, daddy. I heard him talking about it. She ain't heard nothing. Because we weren't doing nothing. Nothing. So she just a liar, just like the rest of the gang stalkers are liars. The chief, the police, sheriff department, they nothing but liars because it's what they doing, lying on us. We're not doing nothing that's breaking the law. And if we are, where the proof is? What I think they're doing, I think they're making videos of us. Because they software that where you can take somebody's face and put it on another person's body. I think that's what they're doing to us, and they got us out on the black market where these sites, and they charging people to look at the videos, the perverts. Because I've overheard people saying things like I've done something sexual. I know one thing I've never done is get a video, a sexual video. The law is doing a lot of unlawful things. And I think this is why they want all this freaky on us. So that, cause they got us on in the dark. They call it the black market or something, where people pay to watch stuff. I really do believe this is what they're doing to us. Why would they need all this freaky on them? Why they have to keep attacking me so bad? They got stuff coming up through the floor that they will go through all of that to keep us under all this frequency and radiation and stuff. Because they making money, they prostituting us. That's why. It's got a lot on my mind. Cause right now I'm talking about us being gang stalked. I'm talking about the military men being raped that nobody's talking about. There's stuff on the internet, but who go looking for men being raped other than me? Other than me, because it's on my mind. You know, these two young boys is on my mind. I don't believe that neither one of they saying both of them commit suicide. I don't believe neither one of them commit suicide. I believe they both were murdered. And the way my son went, not my son, my grandson, my nephew came back from overseas. Something happened to him while he was over there. He was a captain in the Air Force at the age of 28. He had men up under him that would come to him and tell him about their issues, which could have been they were being raped too, because you got these horny devils, a bunch of horny devils that need to be put out of the military. You can't control your penis, you don't need to be there. Where you got your fellow man back, you the enemy. You the enemy. Instead of him looking out for the real enemy, he should be looking out for his enemy is sitting right beside him. And you got to worry about his behind. And see, this is a way that they can control these boys. That they have to do what they say do by raping them. And they don't want this information. Because it's a man. Men don't want to be raped. Women don't want to be raped. That's why a lot of us don't tell it. I have been raped. I never did tell it. I'm talking about it now though. Because they was honeypots. Honeypots. You got all these men being raped. The shame that'll bring on anybody when you forced. How to make you feel dirty, just dirty. And I do believe my nephew was raped. I believe this young lady, I believe her son was raped. Something should be done about this. Not just the men being raped in the military, but it's gang stalking. When you destroying people's lives. I mean, you taking them from working till they can't even feed themselves. They can't even walk. They can't even wipe their own butt. And then you still attacking them. Something need to be done. And then you got people to the very highest in leadership position know about it. How evil can you be? How evil can you be? Then you try to present yourself like you such a righteous person. Everybody love you. When you nothing but the lowest, lower than the snake in the garden of Eden. Mm. Sad. We're living in some sad times. really sad time. But I guess I need to get off of here. Something is burning me on my thigh. Like somebody got a laser or something on me. I don't know if it's coming from up in the ceiling or coming from under this house. I just feel like I'm burning. Something is burning me, but I don't feel heat like I did yesterday. All day yesterday, my body was just hot. Some type of heat was coming up. And we don't have no heat on in this house, in this whole entire house. The air conditioning is on. But there's heat coming out from under this floor. And my body was hot, pure hot all day yesterday. But I'm feeling my body, I'm feeling my body is hot. Like I got a fever or something. But I don't have no fever. I'm not even sick. Now I'm feeling something, feel like a laser or something attacking my left thigh. But I don't feel no heat. The burning is in my rectum and in my vagina. And it's got a pain in my thigh. I feel like a laser or something that's constantly there. I feel a little sick to the stomach right now. It just started. I'm feeling a little nauseated. I did make some kombucha. It helps my stomach. Ginger ale helps my stomach. But I don't want to drink my kombucha yet. I want to sit a little bit. I bottled it. I bottled 2 gallons, and I ended up making up another gallon because I like drinking it. It's really good. But kombucha have good bacteria. They help the bad bacteria. I don't know how long it's going to take. I got to read more about my vinegar because I had a date on it, vinegar, but I took it off because it kept tearing, so I just took it off. I said I was just going to wait until the SCOBY build up in it before I bottle it. Both of these boys are really smart boys. My nephew, he always been smart. And this other boy, he's real smart too. He was a lot of help to his mama. He always was quiet. But my nephew, he talk, but he won't need. Wow. Both of them went into the military right after high school. No, I'm wrong. My nephew went to college first. He went to college, then he went into the military. That's how he became a captain, because he went to college, I guess. very smart, and handsome. Both of them boys handsome, black men. Handsome, smart black men. Had a lot to live for. They both died in their 20s. My son was 26. He had got out the military because he said it. Nothing about what they promised him, nothing about what they said to him. Because I had him in college for electronics, because I had went to school for electronics. So I was telling him, there's people make good money in electronics, but this recruiting officer talked them into going to the military. Him and my daughter, they both went. But I told them, military not for y'all. I knew it wasn't gonna be for them because they the type they don't like nobody talking no junk to them. They're not that submissive where somebody could just talk to them and say whatever they want to say to them. Because he kept calling me, telling me the stuff that his sergeant was saying to him. And I told him, you have to ignore that. I said, they trying to break you. I said, just keep yourself in prayer. Pray. Let's pray. Said his captain said, your mom is a W word. I said, well, he don't know me. So he'll say anything to you to break you. He trying to break you. He was a Spanish man. And those are the type of men that's gang stalking me, that's hiring people. I know they Spanish and white. But the people that come out here are black. The ones in Fayetteville were Spanish. I seen them. That's why I know it's the police, sheriff department. Because I've seen them. I know how they look. One is Spanish. I don't know if the other one is white or Indian. He kind of look Indian. He could be white. I don't know. But if he's white, he's got a little. I know him when I see him. 'Cause I've seen him twice, 3 times. I've seen him 3 times. So I recognize him. And the other one, I see him twice. So I recognize him too. They both were the sheriff department. One I did see at the courthouse. I actually talked to him. And he was trying to get me. We were asking him where to go for civil court. And he kept trying to tell me to go to criminal court. I didn't ask him nothing about criminal court. So I don't know why he was trying to get me to go to criminal court. So he kept telling us where to go to criminal court. But we weren't trying to go to criminal court. But I recognized who he was. He recognized me too. I could tell when he saw me, the way he acted, he recognized who I was. Because he came to my house, but not my sister's house, looking for the boy that was next door. But they didn't stay there. They moved in. I don't even know if they were there a whole month. A young guy, black guy, and I guess that's his wife, and they had a young child. But they weren't there for a whole month. They moved in and moved right back out. And so he was looking for him. But he said his name. I didn't know his name. I didn't know none of those people out there. I heard one man talking about I moved in and I wasn't cordial. Well, they weren't cordial to me. Why would I be cordial to somebody that I know you attacking me? From the time we moved there, I did speak, and they spoke to me. She didn't ever speak. It was his mama. She spoke. I spoke back to her. I, I trying to be cordial to the people. I know they're trying to destroy my life. Only a nut. And I'm talking to the TIs. You trying to be cordial to somebody that's trying to destroy you. When people move in a neighborhood, they have welcome people to come and welcome you into the neighborhood. You know what I mean? You got to come in and you going around to the neighbors. I just moved in. Going to all. No, they supposed to have a welcome, whatever they call it. Somebody to come and welcome you into the neighborhood. But I didn't have that. I had people attacking me. People talking about my personal life. But really, it ain't my personal life. Just something that they out there saying, looking up in the sky, but they really getting it off the phone. They had me mixed up there at first. They getting information off the phone like they reading my cashier record. But I ain't got no cashier record. There's some information that the Satan keep record of your cashier record. And they trying to say that's the same thing as the Lamb Book of Life. That's a lie. Only the Lamb can open that book, not just any and everybody. What people doing using their third eye, raping you of your personal information. They trying to find out your personal information. When their personal information is just as worse as yours. That's what I can't get it. Why are people wanting to find out your personal information using that third eye when they done did worse than you? Cause I know I don't use my third eye, but I know people personal business. Cause I know them and I know the stuff that they done. That's my prayer. Lord, please don't let my third eye, cause they said the accidentally open. I said, Lord, please don't let my third eye open. I don't want to see through my soul and through demons. I don't even want no cash, Kunalina. I don't want that. If I can't see through the Holy Spirit ain't showing me, I don't want to see it. I don't want my third eye open. Jesus said, if you come in any other way, you're a thief and you're a robber. So when you going into the spiritual realm without going in through the door, who's Jesus, you're a thief and a robber. And you don't have the Holy Spirit. You got demons. Kundalini are demons, serpents. Oh, that's the wall. I'm trying to see what that brightness was behind me. That's the wall. And there's so many people that's trying to trick people. What time is it? I done been up an hour. They help me where I don't want to go back to sleep because I know they're going to attack my heart. Some kind of way they know when I'm asleep. I looked outside tonight. It looked like it's a full moon. I was trying to see was there anything up in the sky that could be uh, sending something down to attack my heart. But this is coming off under the floor. I know it's coming off under this floor. Something up under this house. Something's under this house. that's connected to the underground system where they putting this stuff underground. I got one of them bug zappers in here. There's a lot of them little gnats after my plants. So that thing is constantly snipping. I need to get another one put in my bedroom for my plants in my bedroom. I don't know where all them little things come. I don't know if they be in the dirt already. The eggs of them. I might need to, when I get new dirt, is boil some water and just pour it in the dirt, and maybe that'll kill them. But this is what was on my mind this morning. Can't hardly get no sleep. I need to buy me some vitamins. A really good one. I have to be careful with vitamins though. Vitamins build up my nature. I don't need that built up. I need to just be able to feel just a natural energy without that other part. Cause I can't get out and walk like I used to. I just take a lot of vitamins. I would take zinc, vitamin B12, vitamin E, D3. I still take my D3. I just thought about taking the D3. Other vitamins, they just help me build my energy up. So I don't have to get out and just walk. Let's see. These people shooting at me. As soon as I go out I can just open the door and I'm start hearing them click, 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 stuff clicking. I don't know why God let me hear it. I'm glad. But I shouldn't, I want to go outside. They got this stuff on the cars. But if I go outside, they don't know that them lights is shining bright. If I knew that it won't hurt me, I'd gone out there. See, I, I heard this stuff will give you cancer. That's something I don't want. I don't want them to give me no kind of sickness for them to get paid bonus for killing me and celebrate, have a cookout, have the whole like a whole block party kind of like at one house because they celebrating the death of somebody they murdered. My sister sound like she having nightmares, so they might be probably bothering her. I can hear her saying no. I believe they be raping her. I really do. Cause these some sick people. People sick, pure sick. I saw two girls, not at the house directly behind us, but the one beside there. And I was trying to figure if them men or women. One I could tell was a woman, and the other one, I had a hard time figuring out if she was a man or a woman. That's what I was saying. I do believe that they're going to have gay people attacking heterosexual. I just feel that. And I feel a lot of these people, these gang stalkers are, if they're not completely gay, they bisexual. I just can't see a real man, masculine man, doing this. That's why they got all these gay men, bisexuals, raping men in the military. I hear that's part of the ritual in that Masonic thing. So you keep their secrets. That's a way of controlling you. Make sure you do what they want you to do, or they're gonna blackmail you. So I can tell my own story. Tell my own story. If they tell anything else, it's a lie. But see, they create movies that make it look like you doing. I actually think they putting things in our head, in our minds, and once they put it in our minds, it's there. Cause we like got a blueprint of things in our mind. Our mind control. It's like, I guess it's like a hard drive. It just keeps stuff in your mind, and then when they put those thoughts in our minds, it's still there. Just like the thing that you do is still in our minds. And when they project thoughts and crazy stuff that you wouldn't do in your mind, you got these devils walking around reading your thoughts and stuff. Cause they could do it. They just feel like, I got something powerful. And I can overpower a person by reading their thoughts and reading their mind. Raping you of your information. But would they want somebody to do them like that? Why I ask God, Lord, please don't let me have a third eye open. If God give me something, then I take it as God is giving it to me, not to judge a person, but to pray. So that, when I was in church, I did begin to see things about people. But I never did judge them. I would just hear it, just see it. I see things. I talk about it now, but then I didn't. Because I would see faces in people's faces. That would be surprising when you see that. It'd be old. Something that looked real old. This one guy, I saw a whole demon in him from head to feet. A gay demon. And I tried to tell the girl that he was going with. This dude gay. She wouldn't believe me. But she found out he was getting more men sex than she was. And I tried to tell her, Joker. If you know you bisexual, you let a person know. Don't have people falling in love with you and you living a whole totally different life. Like these jokers that's raping men in the military. I bet some of them married and they raping men. I mean, if you don't have control of your penis before you rape a man, you got hands. And I don't want to talk nasty, but before you rape somebody, you force yourself on somebody. But you should have some self control. You got to be that horny that you got to force yourself on another man. That's crazy. You shouldn't even be put in the military. And I'm saying it. If you gay and you don't have control of your sex organs, you don't need to be in the military because the men should be able to fight without having to worry about being raped. He's trying to fight for the country, and then he got to worry about his manhood being taken. Because another joker don't have control over his sex organs. You laying, how in the heck can you be laying out in battle and you horny? That don't make no sense right there. That'll be the last thing on my mind. I'm worried about somebody shooting me instead of me worried about me getting sexual satisfied. That's crazy. Let me get off here. 'Cause I'm just going round and round in circles. They won't let me sleep, so I have a lot on my mind.